Y'all are getting fucked.
I am here. We're all on stream. Rachel is eating a cigarette, and she'll be by.
Oh, delicious.
It's the most important meal of the day.
The smoke.
I'm still gonna keep dropping a whole bunch of really bad t-shirts and out of character. This is fun for me.
Yeah, I got my ass eaten at the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid.
God, it's so good.
Dan found that, and I was like, you need to send that to Matt. And I was like, no.
No, I sent it to you so that you could send it around.
I don't want to talk to Matt.
What about Rob Zombie as the wizard?
Yeah, draw
like a Rob Zombie orangutan who's obsessed with piss.
I mean, okay, I don't like orangutans.
But you can draw
Rob Zombie. So
yeah, you can draw him with the dialogue of "Blue Ball Frankenstein going in the bottom line" stuff.
I should draw my hot Twi'lek OC.
Yeah.
Everybody loves those.
Just piss through the ditches and piss through the windows.
Oh man.
We're monsters.
Hey, it's my 2-month sub-anniversary.
Oh, hey, thank you, non-binaries, drives in and dies, for subscribing for 2 fucking months.
Non-binaries, drive-aries, and dive-aries.
Yeah, I can't read. I'm illiterate.
That has nothing to do with what it actually is. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to type to people whenever I'm playing games online and they yell at me for not reading what they typed.
I'll just take inspiration from this little one-shot, body shot, whatever we're calling it, and call myself non-binary drive-ins and diarrhea later.
Oh yeah.
The nut is returned. Yeah.
Everyone is playing Cult of the Lamb these days.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It looks fun.
I'm not. I'm just watching.
Listen, every cultist loves to eat shit and think it's hilarious if you make others eat shit.
I've been seeing a whole bunch of people yelling about them like pooping in church. And
Yeah, eat hot.
Fun.
Basically, the game is eat hot shit and die.
Yeah. Well, it's Binding of Isaac, but then you come back home and you wipe a bunch of people's asses, and then they beg you to eat the shit that you just wiped for them.
This is a game y'all want to play?
Mm-hmm. It's a fun game.
Popular.
It's made by Devolver Digital. Devolver Digital doesn't make bad games.
I mean, that's true. I can't argue with that.
I saw somebody made an old man fight club.
Thanks for the follow, Clay 2012.
Clay 2012 is now following.
Or Clay 2012.
I love the shirt that I can't tell who posted, but it is the one that says "Meow shall not kill."
That's me. I can't stop posting these. Did you also see the innocent until proven guilty one?
Yes.
SpongeBob?
Yes.
Oh, I have to find this shit. Okay.
I'm dumping it out of character.
At least just know if you want to give me that "Meow shall not kill" shirt, I will wear it. I will wear it to your family's house.
Alright, Minkja, what if...
Oh, I already decided on drawing something.
Oh, great,
Do it.
okay, cool,
Do it.
cool.
Do it.
But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say something around the soup party. Or like murder at the soup party that we had last session.
It's really cute that you think I can remember last session.
He's not paying attention. Or he's not paying attention.
Yeah, Okay. What about BoJack Horseman getting kidnapped on like one of those sticks with his like hands and foot paws bound to that stick,
This
and
sounds
they're
like
just
some
like
fucking fetish art.
going off.
Yeah.
Or
that what
just
you're
like in a
into?
burlap, or just like in like a burlap sack.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if he had like an ego face and like his tongue was sticking out while he was doing it? I mean, that'd be so funny, haha.
Here you go, BoJack Horseman. God.
And what if he was like getting inflated while it was happening with some Wonder Bread, haha?
A lot of shit going. Oh God, the Wonder Bread shit. I hate that that's esoteric, but I still know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes, never forgetting.
I hate that. Everyone who just happens to stumble into the Twitch stream right now, that they can only see your monitor. They're not seeing what we're laughing at. What the fuck are these people doing?
We're We're looking at the most horrendous pictures you can imagine. We are...
That the audience is not seeing at all.
Yes, we...
Follow along by going to the Twitter account Shirts That Go Hard.
Oh my god. Alright, you know what?
Speaking...
You don't need to shill shirts that go hard. It's being aggressively pushed by Twitter.
If
It
you...
really is. That's why I'm not really...
Speaking of things that go hard, have you guys been paying attention to Mike Lindell's A Truth Conference?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Please tell me more.
Please.
He has a representative from every state. By that, a conspiracy theorist from every state. To say that even the red states that won, those machines were rigged against them and messed up.
Okay.
Because people who are spouses of military, like you're military overseas, you can vote. Also, if you're an American citizen who is married to that military overseas. And because he's seeing that there are non-military people that are voting that are not in the United States, those are obviously hackers and bots. Obviously.
I voted overseas.
Yeah.
Real pain in the ass.
Well, no, it's super easy to do. All you have to do is hit a checkbox that says you're an American citizen.
I mean, I'm sure they
Absolutely
check
true
it.
and in no way hyperbole.
No. He had a trial of the machines, and sadly he did not swear in a voting machine like everyone was hoping he was going to.
Or he just like got one of the machines for the podcast and then just infinite monkey theoremed it by hitting buttons.
Basically, no, like, this isn't a podcast. This is like a big-ass fucking 48-hour telethon conference.
That sounds horrible.
It was! And of course, the evil MTG was there, not the corporate MTG.
I have a question about last session, Matt. Is the new dagger I got made out of plastic?
It is made out of a plastic steel hybrid.
Okay, cool. Got it. Cool.
So it's not like plastic. It's not a fucking credit card or something like that. It is a type of steel that is resistant to the degradations of the Beastlands.
I just imagined one of those, like, you ever go to like a rock cavern and then you go to the souvenir shop at the end of it and there's those knives that you can stab people with, but there's springs in it so that the dagger blade just kind of goes into the
Yes.
hilt and it looks like that's what I thought I had gotten.
Not quite, no. No, it's and if depending on how your investigations go in the next session, then you might figure out more about why plastic is here.
That's cool. I assume that regardless if I ever do use this dagger, it will probably be exactly as effective. I could give it to Jeffrey, but I won't.
The dagger is going to have the exact same dagger stats.
Right.
It's just not going to degrade the way that your normal steel weapons will.
Sure. Have it as an oh shit button, but God if I'm never gonna push it.
Basically, it's for if you need to cut Worm Cradle free.
Yeah, most often, yeah. Cause like, I'm like one of those people, like, you know how they tell you never wield a knife in a fight unless you've been trained how to use a knife because you're more likely to be stabbed by your own knife? That's Michael.
Well, to be fair, in D&D, all wizards are proficient with knives.
Right. But it's really more like, I'm proficient with knives in the same way that Homer Soupson's proficient with knives, in that I can, you know,
I
cut
still
bread
just like
with
to
them.
believe that in wizard school, the first thing, one of the fundamentals they teach you is just knife fighting.
That's the one flaw I think D&D has compared to some other tabletop games. It needs more, like you can take negative attributes to get bonuses.
Yeah.
I want to lose as many weapon proficiencies as possible. I just want to be a stump on a unicycle, but have like 3 innate caster buffs.
I think if you want to play that system, you need to play Pathfinder.
Okay, Pathfinder does that?
Pathfinder has a very robust character creation system that lets you do all kinds of wacky stuff and make it at least mildly viable, which is nice as opposed to 5e.
Pathfinder was something that I always wanted to try, but never wanted hard enough to actually be willing to DM it.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. it's way more complicated. So for people who are new to D&D, 5e is a lot more user friendly. But it's for veterans. It's a lot better to run Pathfinder if you've got like really crazy character ideas and you just really want to make them happen. Pathfinder is really good for that.
I just like the restrictions of D&D character creation. It forces me to get fucky with it.
Yeah. No,
Ooh, mushrooms.
Like I didn't realize until very recently. It's like I want to make a cowboy character. I bet I have to surely get a fucking homebrew class or whatever to do cowboy or whatever. Turns out, no. Warlock is the perfect class to make a fucking cowboy, but no one really makes warlock cowboys anymore because they're just not creative enough.
You could also do it with like a ranger or a fighter if you wanted to. Just be
you could, but I feel like all cowboys need to be haunted in some aspect, and I feel like warlock really covers that.
it's the cowboy type.
You could also have a horse as your Patronus or whatever the fuck warlocks get.
My build for a warlock is Pact to the Chain, and my familiar is a horse.
Is that a cupcake fairy then?
No.
It is now.
No, and I hate that I am seeing it now. No. God damn it, no. Oh, wow.
And mushrooms?
You can draw like a frog eating it.
Fuck.
I'm definitely seeing mushrooms back there. That are very haunted parasols at the beach. But a cupcake fairies stay at the beach.
Most fairies are
It's a
cupcakes.
cupcake.
Yeah.
Cupcake fairy.
You can't take it back now.
No, that's what it is.
You
Are you with us, Rachel?
Did you just do a big ass fucking bong hit into your mic?
In spirit only right now.
Gotcha.
I'm outside. I'm almost done smoking. Then I gotta get my computer.
Get it, Rachel. You vape.
No, I have a dirty, nasty.
I want lung cancer. I'm not a fucking douchebag.
Exactly.
I intend to die sooner.
I'll be right back.
Cancer it is.
In order to die faster.
I didn't sign up for this ride. Get me off.
Mr. Bones, I went off.
I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't mean it.
Oh my god.
Where's my fucking notebook?
I heard that ha on the back end and immediately was like, oh fuck. I didn't wait long enough.
Do you know where that book is that Alex borrowed? Oh, ow!
Okay. Did we ever like long rest or anything?
We did a short rest.
Yeah, we definitely did a short rest.
And I think everybody was near on recovered, which is why we stuck with the short rest.
Okay.
We haven't had a short rest recently because I am at 9 hit points.
Yeah.
And
So
gonna die tonight.
whatever horrible route we take, just everyone's like, okay, the world's in peril. They got hours to live. Let's take a quick nap, and then we'll find them in like 6 hours.
You know what? If the world ends in 6 hours, we were never gonna save it anyway.
Yeah, it's a fucking whatever.
Thank you, darling.
I demand the DM give us some sort of travel where we're like stuck alone for so many hours so we get to like sleep on a train or something. I know cowboys like trains, right?
Yes.
I just now saw Ouroboros take on how plastic got to the Beastlands, and I gotta say, that's pretty close.
Oh, let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, it always hides this, but that's fine. You guys can get the fuck over it.
Look, Dan, I'm still saying that's just going to be a really, really, really sad.
No. No.
Coming out of its ass.
What?
No, it's sitting on like a clover, right?
It could also just be the lower wings, if it has like butterfly-esque ones.
Hmm.
Not just like a gas cloud because tummy hurt.
Alright, I'm muting. Goodbye.
we love this art.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Hey,
I already got a berry.
no, someone's metagaming.
Right?
I know whose name that is, Elise.
What?
You don't goodberry yourself.
It was me.
Oh.
Happy birthday,
I'm
Elise.
not doing.
You dinosaur sensei.
What happened?
The DM is...
I spent channel rewards to throw you a good berry.
Aww. Thank you.
Happy
Hey, I
birthday.
didn't hear the notification on this.
Yeah, the way we're in group chat, it probably wouldn't.
No,
You-
stream.
let me
It's on the stream running.
let me try it real fast.
Yeah, double check to make sure the sound is safe.
Make sure if that ain't working right, then I'm gonna make a swear word.
You're gonna make a new one?
Yeah, I'm gonna invent a new swear word.
Do it.
Okay.
I'll be rich.
First of all, is this JD? Okay, I'm here. Now let me test out a sound effect.
Oh, yes.
No, it went, oh yes. So it went off.
Yeah, we've got it.
And because the word sad activates a secret phrase, I accidentally got 3D Squelton to cry while it was happening. Okay.
By the way, because the berry has been thrown to the wizard can heal now.
You can't heal from dead.
How do you know he hasn't just been making death saving throws this entire time?
We're in the afterlife. Where's he gonna go?
That's true.
He'll go to double heaven. We're double hell.
I'm officially here in
Hooray! I think we covered last session that if you are in one of these alternate planes that you're not supposed to be in and you die, you're still dead, but your soul generally goes to whatever plane your soul should go to. And if you're a native to this area, like a petitioner, and you die again, most of the time you're just going to be reincarnated here. Now, there are some exceptions to that, which we're probably going to go into pretty soon.
Neat.
Okay, so are we about ready to go?
Yeah, all systems a go.
Sweet. Everybody good?
Decided kind of out of character where we're going.
Out of character, I think we decided. We've got to actually, localize it.
Cool.
Alright. So, let's back up a little bit. We'll start tonight's session as you were all returning from your meeting with Panchakar. In return for your tribute of delicious food, he offered you a boon, which gave you resistance to your curse. The next time you roll a cow-based savings throw, you'll roll advantage. Just curious, does anyone have any hit die left, or have they all been spent?
I should still have hit die.
I don't.
I have all of my hit die. I haven't taken a single point of damage this entire time, weirdly enough.
Yeah, same.
I gotta work on that.
But my hit die are gone, and I have
Yeah,
9
no.
HP.
Yeah, Jeffrey's definitely been taking a beating. As per usual, it's actually also one little bit of housekeeping. I gotta note. King, you have a cloak of invisibility. It's
Yes.
only active when you activate it. Otherwise, you're just gonna die with a cloak of invisibility on. Anyway,
So you have to take an action or a bonus action
Bonus.
to activate it.
Bonus
Bonus action, okay. So you could just wear it, and then if you say use your bonus action, then it's
Yeah. Alright. usual, it's raining in the Springlands. As you return to Camp Tomar, you discover that the wolves have conducted a raid on the camp in your absence. They had abducted Hasta Luego, as they had told you was their intention. They also took others, including Granola's grandfather, Razor. We begin with you chasing after the wolves, though your intentions are not yet clear. Do you save the abductees? Do you tag along just to watch whatever rad thing Jeffrey's wolf parents have promised? This is the subject you discuss as you follow the Wolfpack's trail into the wet Springland forest.
Scene, action, go.
Yes.
Okay. I yield the floor to Turtle Baby.
Thank you. I think we should help my grandfather and help the people, because that's the right thing to do, and it would be really righteous. I'm just gonna, like, just huge grin at everyone.
Thumbs up.
Walker.
I mean, that seems like reasonable, but also kind of dangerous.
See, that seems like a lot of work, and like my cool wolf parents. I don't know if you've noticed them. They're wolves and they're my parents. They said that their dragon friend or whatever, like, said that this was totally cool to do. So, like, I trust them and their judgment. So, I say, like, let them get eaten or whatever.
Could we, like, use your parents to, like, oh, hey, let's have a meeting, and we just bypass all the scary traps that dragons have, just go right into, like, you know, her room, and we're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna have a deal, we're gonna have it all set up, let's just first go, like, let's just all have a, you know, lower our weapons, and when, you know, she drops all her weapons, then we bap her. Right?
Yeah, that's not, like, gonna work.
Do dragons have weapons? I think dragons are the weapons.
No, they hide it in their breath. That's why it's called a breath weapon, man.
Oh. Oh, so that's like made out of knives or something?
Yeah. They hide it in the lung.
Really, the fire that kills you, it's the knives.
I guess I'd be kind of angry as a dragon too if I had knives in my lungs.
Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna work, cause like, they'd say it's character development or whatever, for like them not talking to the dragon for me.
King, you there?
I am here.
Okay. As they're talking about their family, you remember a flash of something. Something you had started to remember this last session. You're in front of a tribe of other kobolds, and they're staring at you. Staring with something between pity and reverence. They're giving you the boon of their tribe, their greatest treasure, a cloak of invisibility that requires a bonus action to use. The lead kobold speaks with you in Draconic. You must do this for all of us. Only half of our tribe is left. You must find out what happened to them. Find your family. Seek out the Dragon of Winter. You shake yourself from the memory, feeling a crushing weight of responsibility that wasn't there before.
Guys, I don't know what we're doing, but we gotta go to the Winterlands.
So
My family's there.
that thing that we consider that we talked about, Matt. Do I know what it is?
What it? Oh,
The secret ingredient.
yeah, you know what it is, but you also know it's not a specific thing. It's a category of thing.
Okay.
It's not any one specific thing.
Okay. Got it. Michael just kind of thinks gently about this.
The Winterlands, But if we go there, what happens to you know, our little granola friend's family?
Yeah.
What's the likelihood that we could just like break them out real quick, and then take a detour elsewhere, away from all of this danger.
Speaking of answering that question, everyone make a group survival roll.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh no.
So the way a group skill check is going to work is there's like 5 of you, right? I don't actually count. So at least 3 of you have to succeed on a DC of, let's say 13.
Oh, well, I got a 13. Let's go.
Okay, so there's 2.
13.
Nice.
All right.
One more.
Let's see if anyone crits.
Rose crit. Crit failed.
Well, that didn't.
Oh no. Hold on, let's get my dumbass in
If we had another party member, I'd say, oh, that counts as 2 failures, but then we'd be tied, and I don't want to do that.
Come on, Elise, come on. You
wait.
got this. You're like the only one that's never lasted to roll 20.
Well, I've been having.
He's not in it right now.
Oh,
Well, I've been dealing with my PDF reader. It's decided to like shit out on me today.
Hmm.
You're dealing with your emotions.
Yeah, I have so many of them. So what? My thing is not loading correctly. What is that going to be? What is that survival going to be?
It's a wisdom check, and
Okay, cool.
if you have proficiency in it, it's +2 as well.
I do not.
I'd be really surprised if Jeffrey had proficiency.
Yeah, that's true. Almost everything Jeffrey does is the
I
opposite.
got a
of
5.
So, what's your wisdom? Oh yeah, that's
0.
right?
This is
Yeah.
0.
So, do we get 2 successes or 3? I think I
2.
heard 3.
2.
So 3 failures then?
Yeah.
Oh boy. In that case, I'm just going to have someone crit failed, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Homer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You trip across something very pointy.
Oh.
Keel over.
What
did I step on?
And so you're definitely going to take stabbing damage from it. So let's roll 1d4.
1d4. I'm gonna show you what gets stabbed.
Hey!
Hey, another
Stick
crit
with the
fail.
crit forward. Crit fail.
Alright. So now the most important part. I'm going to need you to roll for Constitution. Challenge rating 13.
At least you're a barbarian.
I have a +2. That's something at least.
You get a +2, and I think you also have a Constitution save proficiency. So.
I mean, if the trip really pissed you off, I think you get advantage too in a berserker state.
If you're gonna expend a
Homer
berserk
is
to
not
be mad,
berserking right now. Absolutely not.
give a free action. Wait, why do you have -2?
Is that what
Did
that is?
Yeah, it says +2, so.
But
it
you
should-
got a 9 on the roll, so you weren't making a 13 regardless.
Not necessarily. Is the +2 your? What's your Constitution score?
I read the symbol wrong. I'm playing on a giant TV, so I couldn't see the symbol. It's supposed to be +2.
Okay, so your Con's +2, and
Yes.
you get the +2 proficiency. That's a 4. That's a 13 then.
Alright. You just barely make it. You stab yourself on Worm Cradle, but you avoid it just enough so that you don't get poisoned by it. So, you tripped over it, but it's weird. It's not like growing naturally. It's like a little woven mat of Worm Cradle sticking in just kind of above the ground.
So like a rug?
Yeah, sort of like a rug that's stuck in the ground.
Can I tell if it was made by somebody? Like it was like it was crafted out of the wormwood?
Yeah, you can. With your passive insight and with your passive perception, you can also tell there's someone underneath it.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. One hand on the axe at the ready. I'm going to grab the top of it and rip. Grabbing a portion of the vine that isn't going to stab me.
Keep in mind, the vine does degrade metal.
Yes, it absolutely does.
Non-magic metal.
Yeah.
Is your axe magical?
I'm not hitting the worm cradle with my axe.
Oh, what are you hitting it with?
Is there any sticks around? Or can I kick it?
You can probably kick it. Okay, but first I'm going to tell the whole party about this, because now you guys have just seen Homer Soupson take a header, and then now he's just fucking stomping at the ground where he just tripped on.
Homer's pissed.
Are you okay, dude?
No, the stinking barn just stabbed me in my foot.
You have all come across a pit in the ground.
So you've chosen to stomp on the thing that stabbed you in the foot.
What else am I supposed to do?
This pit in the ground is covered with a cage of worm cradle. Looking through the vines, you can see humanoids writhing around inside.
Ew.
Hey, okay in there? But like quietly.
Yeah.
I just can't do this voice quietly.
You hear very quiet moaning and pain inside. Does anyone want to actively take a look inside?
Nope.
I'm already there, so...
I've seen a few horror movies. I know how this goes.
Oh, oops. I wanted to read that. I didn't want to send it to everyone.
Hey, Josie, how long have you been in here? This door's been closed for 30 minutes.
Apparently 30 minutes.
Good job, Josie.
Bastard.
She likes to sit in that one spot.
What are you doing with the prestidigitation?
I was just trying to read it. I accidentally tapped it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna let my cat out because I don't want her shitting all over the floor.
Yeah, it's not the same as Mage Hand, which would be a little bit more useful here.
I was seeing if I could use it to throw use it as sort of a throw voice thing, but not quite.
No, that's the cleric version of it.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they call that. I've got Mage Hand.
I'm sorry, did I miss anything?
No. I will actively
Can I
look
give my
at
Mage Hand my knife?
Can you give what?
My Mage Hand my knife?
So, mage hands cannot make attacks. But
Yeah, it
you
wouldn't
can-
be for attacks. It would be
Okay.
for, like,
Just
from a
handing it.
distance cutting through the worm cradle if needed.
So, I'm going to say... Hold on, I just heard an odd noise.
I'll go
from the
get it.
kitchen. Yeah, Jeffrey isn't going to care about this shit, so I'll just continue while Elise checks on this thing. So, I'm going to consider damaging to be an attack.
That's fair.
Now, if you want to hand transporting the knife
With the Mage Hand?
that's totally
Okay.
fine. But anything that's going to cause damage to the worm cradle, no, it cannot be done with the
Okay,
mage
that's
hand.
fair. That makes sense with Raw. Alright.
So, is anyone taking an active look in there? Or
Yes. I will actively look.
Alright.
The Homer is as well.
Okay. Both of you roll for it.
Perception or...
Yeah, roll perception.
What's going on?
We've been arguing rules up until now.
That was
Fun?
not an argument.
I bet that was
Very
riveting
brief.
content.
Disgusting.
18.
Alright. 18. Anyone over a 15, you can see humanoid hostages writhing around inside. You can see Hasta Luego and other humans trying to escape the thorns that are all over, not just the roof. Inside the ground is a cage completely made of worm cradle. The floor of the cage, the walls of the cage is these thorns. The other humans are trying to escape these thorns by climbing onto Rezar's large turtle shell. Rezar himself is fully retracted into his shell.
Just gotta give him a good old so long, Gabe Bowser, and get him out of there.
Guys, everyone we're looking for, they're in this pit, and they're getting thorned.
And you remember something that is pretty much the only thing I'm really retconning from last session. And it's not even a change. It's an addition. It's just a fun little extra bit of dialogue that I'm adding to your conversation with Razor from last session. Doesn't change anything, just gives some extra context to choices made tonight. Worm Cradle is a magical plant, and a particularly dreadful one at that. But it's sort of the backbone of the magical lattice in which the Beastlands are comprised. If you were to die while under the effect of Worm Cradle poisoning, you do not reincarnate as normal. Rather, your soul is consumed as nourishment for the plant.
Neat. Well, we also learned last time that Worm Cradle is really, really bad on fire, so I'm not catching it on fire again.
Speaking of which, your passive perception picks up the wolves nearby.
Oh, hey, Jeffrey, your family's here.
And they're all carrying torches.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to try something then. But, like, I'm not even going to discuss this with anyone. I'm going to read all my ice spells and figure out which one I can use to freeze the vines the best.
Okay.
Quick question. So you said they were coming towards us with, like, torches. Do the wolves have torches in their mouths?
Yes.
Yes.
That seems pretty rad. I think Jeffrey
Thank you.
approves.
Jeffrey just nods.
And your father wolf, dad wolf,
Yeah.
he just says,
Dad, okay, first of all, like, it is rad to hear you speak, because, like, we only got to communicate through, like, glances in real life, because you couldn't, like, talk and stuff. So it's, like, great to hear you say that I'm rad and cool stuff like that, like you did earlier. Now, also, I can't hear you with the torch in your mouth. You're gonna have to, like, spit it out.
As you mentioned, you are used to speaking with your family, communicating with your family through glances.
Yeah.
And knowing looks.
Mhm.
And so you know approximately
Yeah.
what your father wolf is trying to tell you, which is, hey, remember that rad thing I told you about?
Yeah.
But he is going to follow your advice and spit out the torch.
Okay.
How
Because, like, the other people can't understand him.
how healthy is the underbrush that he has just dropped the torch on?
Pretty healthy.
Okay, so it's not instantly burning, but like it might if he leaves it there too long.
So all of the wolves are taking their readied actions, which is basically the trigger being, hey guys, watch this.
Look at what I can do.
I'm going to try...
And all of those readied actions are chuck your torch into the cage.
I'm going to try Rhymes binding ice on the vines, because that's the best, like, target a pile of, like, cages and shit that I have. And it's a 30-foot cone.
What'd it do?
It's a burst of cold energy emanates from you in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area make a Constitution saving throw. It's either this or hit them all with horrible ice spikes as a guarantee.
So it sounds like you're willing to accept the damage that's going to do to the hostages.
Oh, you can direct it away from them unless they're on the roof of it.
But like, don't get me wrong. If you're a sorcerer with careful meta magic, I'm totally going to allow that.
Do I still have careful?
Otherwise, I'm going to have to take a look at the wording of the spell.
Core.
Again, a 30-foot cone. He could aim the bottom of the cone.
Where did I put my meta magics?
Right. Like,
Sure.
like you wouldn't need to use like shape spells.
Yes, I do still have careful.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
Yes.
Okay, I gotta think of how this doesn't completely ruin my first encounter.
Or you could just let it happen.
That struggle the entire time.
This is my revenge for that time I hit you with undead, and you're just like, turn this entire army around.
You know what, Matt? Turnabout's fair play.
Okay. So, this is very clever work. I'm not going to take anything away from you. I'm not going to say you automatically succeed, though. I am going to make you roll for all these things.
Yeah, it's a saving throw against the vines.
So, and because I said I want everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative real quick. But as I did mention, the wolves are going to take their readied actions. So unless you have something that specifically interrupts that, then JD, your turn will happen at your normal point in the initiative order.
My question would be, is there any water in the area other than what's about to happen? Okay, cool.
Yes, there is actually a river flowing very close.
How close? I have limits on my spell.
Okay, so it's not close to where you are right now. It's like, it's around the camp.
Okay.
And Camp Tomar, which you're not terribly far away from. And it is fairly close to where you are now, like probably about 100 feet, maybe a little more.
Just
God, Shape Water isn't doing shit on that.
just use our piss. Use our piss.
So,
God. Let me roll initiative real quick.
yeah, everyone tell me your initiative verbally because I'm not
No.
looking at the screen.
JD's in it.
15.
No.
One at a time, please.
17.
17 King. All right, thank you. Elise, what was yours?
13.
13. All right. Logan, what was yours?
17.
17. All right. JD, what was yours?
10.
Homer Soupson, what was yours?
1.
Woo! Boy.
I don't think I've ever seen someone roll initiative as badly as you.
I have no idea what's going on tonight, but it's just
Special
crit fail
skill.
after crit fail.
Yeah. Hopefully you get those numbies when you need
Yeah, I will be the only person who survives tonight.
them. You're just holding your bad luck right now.
So, your rhymes binding ice with careful, JD, is probably going to be what saves the day here, but that doesn't mean what's set to happen isn't going to already happen.
Yeah,
Next
right.
year's Ready actions, unless you get very lucky with some wolf throwing torches rolls, because let's face it, they can't throw. They're wolves. They
Yeah.
don't have arms. They don't have thumbs.
Oh man. God, these wolves are about to have a bad time.
Oh no.
They do have high dex modifiers, relatively speaking, and the first two, Mom and Dad Wolf, both rolled a 17 raw. So, unfortunately,
Hold.
Unfortunately?
How many other wolves are rolling right now?
3. So 5 total.
Okay.
Okay.
It
Did
looks
you roll?
like it.
I want to probably force one of those wolves to re-roll with my silvery barb spell.
Okay, sure. Go right ahead.
Don't be nice to my parent wolves.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill him, but I am trying to get. Let's say
Silvery Barbs
Papa
does
Wolf.
damage.
No, it doesn't. Silvery Barbs specifically forces a re-roll on one
Okay.
of those wolves,
All right.
and then I give someone else advantage. And I'm gonna go ahead and give advantage to myself because I'm a little bitch boy.
So Papa Wolf was doing very well until he got hit by the silvery barbs, and his 17 became a 6.
Nice.
Mama Wolf did also roll a 17 though.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's just not going to be as Blaze.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
4 of the
Deduct his spell
torches
slot.
just kind of tumble limply. Mama Wolf's torch just kind of dunks right in the middle of the worm cradle. And the earth cracks open. And stepping out from the hole where a cage used to be is a purple, greenish, flaming wicker man.
I wanna see you standing in that purple flame.
Jesus Christ.
So, for this particular battle, we are not doing 60-second timers. This time, you'll have a different incentive. How much time do we want to do this? Let's say 25 minutes. I'm putting 25 minutes on the clock IRL. That's going to equal about, let's say, 2 minutes in-game time. If you can break the hostages free within 25 minutes, you will all gain inspiration points. If you fail, the hostages will burn to death, and their immolation will fuel the Wicker Man as it tramples Camp Tomar and everyone within it. Timer started.
Alright, King, start.
Damn it, why is it always me? So we're literally...
Fire. Anything else?
So this is a golem of vines, probably about 30 feet tall. And it hasn't moved yet, but you can tell it's about to start moving towards camp. And its chest cavity, which is a cage, is on fire.
Okay, so they're inside of the golem. is
They're
what you're
inside the chest cavity of the
Got
golem,
it.
yes.
Cool.
Also, I have, just in case anyone is wondering, because such a large entity, each section of its body has different hit point totals.
Hey Jeffrey, you know what would be really dope?
Not sure I trust your definition of dope, but carry on.
What if you were able to dismantle a flaming wicker dude?
That does sound rad, but like, I'm kind of tired from all my sick kickflips that I did, saving everybody's asses, like, I don't know, in-game an hour or two ago. Also, like, my parents did this, and I trust their judgment.
Oh yeah, no, but like, they created a thing, and now you can destroy it.
King, it's been 90 seconds.
All my good spells are fucking fire.
You know what? Like, what if...
Eldritch Blast is neutral energy. You can use that at any point in time. That's not fire.
What?
Eldritch Blast
is force damage.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Where are you aiming?
So, the Wicker Man in the center. I don't know.
You're aiming for the cage? You can blast its kneecap.
Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll blast his kneecap.
Left leg or right leg?
Left.
Okay. Roll it.
Hey, are barbarians proficient in daggers, Orobro?
No, what am I rolling?
Sorry,
So
what
you
was
got
that
a
question?
13
I'm
plus
sorry,
what?
I'm pulling up other stuff.
I'll
so-
DM you.
Your spell attack modifier is going to be your proficiency bonus plus your class's stat modifier for spells.
Two and I didn't expect to be first. Sorry.
You're fine. It's 2 and warlocks. Your casting modifier.
So it's at least a 2, right?
Yeah.
Then you hit.
Okay.
Roll damage. Michael Bublé,
is-
you're going to be up next, so
Sure.
be ready.
Yeah.
1d10. Come on now. 5.
Okay, 5 damage. All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Oof.
Michael, you're up.
Can I use a free action to hand off my dagger to to Homer?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone gets a free object interaction.
Cool. All right. So that's what I do, and I just kind of whisper to him real quick. Hey, once we're done with this, we need to follow the kobold. Trust me on this. Ingredients.
Got it.
And I am going to let's see. I don't really have any good spells for this right now, so I'm gonna book it towards the river a little bit, and then see if I can get a. Actually, that's not gonna help at all. That will do literally nothing. I don't have.
You know this thing is heading towards the river.
Oh, it is?
Well, it's heading towards the camp, and the camp is closer to the river than you are right now.
Sure. Then I will head towards the river, and I won't get there this turn, but I'm just gonna start trying to get to the water enough to maybe put
Sounds
it out eventually.
All right.
I'm
Alright.
sorry to backtrack, but I do have Agonizing Blast, which adds my Charisma modifier, but if it's too late, it's fine.
To your damage?
Yes.
Do you have a charisma modifier?
Yeah, I don't think you
2.
have one. You have a 2 for your charisma modifier? I thought your stats were too shit.
Yeah, I thought your charisma was a 10.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, so,
Stop.
one of the hostages is up next, and they roll to do any damage to their cage, and they fail. The golem's going to take his action, one of his actions, and he is going to start stomping towards the camp, and it takes no notice of any of you. But it's with every step you can tell it's heavy enough that if you were to fall to get underneath its feet, or an errant swipe of its hand, you're probably gonna die in one strike. Anyway, Jeffrey Poison, you are up.
Oh, this is a big golem. How tall is it?
30 feet tall.
Cool.
Oh, damn.
This is a full-on Wicker Man, Nicolas Cage Wicker Man style golem.
Yeah.
So does this golem seem like really focused on
Yes.
it's not, its gaze doesn't waver at all for like, I don't know, anything shiny or...
No.
Okay. And I was thinking maybe we could do like a little distraction or some shit. And I'm also deciding if Jeffrey even really cares all that much. You know?
Well, 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am going to hold my action, the trigger being that my life or maybe my party members' lives are in danger.
And then what's your action going to be?
Let's see here. I think then in that case I would skateboard to them and probably use my gun.
Alright, sounds good. Granola, you are up.
Rhymes Binding Ice is a 30-foot cone, and it's a it's going to be a saving throw for the Wicker Man on each of his parts with a DC save of 12.
Alright, wonderful. DC save of 12, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, for every single... And it's a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Constitution, alright. I'm going to pause the timer so I can actually check out his stats real quick, because I did not write down his Constitution saving throw because I wasn't thinking I'd need that.
You also need to figure out which parts fail it.
Yeah, and every
I'm aware of that.
because they won't be able to move.
I just didn't think I need a fucking con save out. That's all. Don't worry, the timer is paused until I say otherwise.
Okay.
Sure. It takes half damage either way, so you should probably roll the 3d8 5 times.
Yeah, I'll roll.
It's 5 parts, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Head, torso. So 6.
6? Okay. So I will roll 68.
We'll go head and toes on this one.
Yeah.
It's 3d8 6 times, not 68.
Nah.
Damn. Fucking get him, JD.
This is my big damagey spell. I didn't even think we were fighting a thing. I just wanted to say family.
You're full on Vin Dieseling right now.
The torso takes the least damage. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it.
Okay. So its con modifier is +6.
Fuck.
Oh my god, that's a lot of HP. All of it, or just some of it?
Let's say most of it. What save do I have to beat?
12.
Okay. So the head beats it.
Okay.
Head takes
the torso does not beat it, so you're going to need your careful point.
Yeah, already spent it.
Okay.
Torso is, I guess, 19 in that case.
Right leg fails, so the torso and right leg are going to take damage.
Right leg takes 18. I'll just do it in the order that you do it.
The left arm takes damage.
Left arm takes 18.
So let's start with the cage. How much damage is the cage taking?
The cage is taking 19.
19 damage, alright. And
what about the legs? Did they succeed?
The left leg and the left arm are the ones that failed, I believe. Did I say that right?
You said left arm.
Fine. Left arm, left leg. Fine with that.
Any parts that failed, they're considered frozen and they can't move on their next turn.
Okie doke.
So that means that the left arm. I'll give you the. I'm just about to post it all. This will be much faster for you to calculate it this way.
Yeah.
How much damage did the left arm take?
Left arm took. Oh, hang on. Torso, right leg.
I'm glad we paused the timer for this.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what was that question again?
How much damage did the left arm that the arm that failed? How much damage
The arm
is
that failed was torso, right leg, left arm, left leg. Left arm took 5. Took 10. Sorry, or right arm took 10.
And which leg failed?
right leg failed for 18 damage.
18 damage. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely fucking it up.
Yeah, JD got some good rolls on the line.
Yes.
Save his family.
Yeah. Just do it again, JD.
That was my only level 2 spell slot I had.
Oh, fuck.
I have control flame though.
Don't do it.
No, I'm gonna. I can diminish the fire. One of the rules is you can diminish it, but only 5 feet of it. That's why I didn't, use that instead.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the damage numbers are in chat right now. If you just want to read them, I have left leg written twice because I.
Yeah, that's what was confusing me.
But yeah, that was supposed to be right arm, and then I hit enter instead of deleting it.
So either way, it can only attack with one arm, and it can only move with one leg. That's the correct point here.
And also, its torso and right leg suck right now.
Okay.
Or torso
So
and head suck.
Everything that took everything that saved though took half damage, right?
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
It's already been calculated as half damage.
Yeah, yeah. I have the damage for all of those for you.
Okay. So just read off the let's just say any one of the failed or the succeeded damage numbers then.
Sure. Succeeded damage: torso 19, right leg 18.
No, the torso failed.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm asking for what succeeded.
Left arm 4, left leg 5.
Alright.
And then head is 8.
Okie doke. Alright.
And the right arm, did you get the right arm there?
I did. Okay, cool. So yeah, this thing has taken fairly heavy damage on all sections of it, especially considering it's a CR-15 monster.
Jesus.
So, good job. Way to go. And because you
You're
used the careful
literally
spell,
trying to murder us. Yeah,
because you used the careful spell, you did not hit any of the hostages inside. And I will say, because you got a direct attack of cold damage onto this cage, I'm going to say that the fire, for the moment in the chest cavity, is suppressed. It's still there, and it will bubble back up, but it is suppressed. And what I'm going to mean by that is you're going to get an extra minute or two of time on your timer. JD, roll a 1d4.
Yeah. Shit.
Nailed it.
You got a 4?
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Alright, so now instead of 25 minutes, you get 26 minutes.
Neat.
Woo!
And you're currently at 7 minutes and 32 seconds, which I'm about to restart as soon as I tell you the marching order. Homer Simpson, you are up next, and then the monster is going to get another turn, and we'll go from there.
So Jeffrey's folks are out of this, right?
Jeffrey's folks have basically been left behind. Y'all are just chasing the golem now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm starting the timer now. Homer, you're up. Homer,
Are you here?
Well, we might have
Sorry,
to go on
I
without
forgot
him
about
for
the
the
mute
time
button.
being.
Hello?
Oh, are you here, Homer?
Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry, mute button. Swing at nearest thing, or were we leaving the fight for secret sauces?
Everyone is currently fighting right now. So, everyone but Jeffrey's fighting right now. And we're fucking up legs. The right leg is supremely fucked up right now if you want to take advantage of that weakness.
Yeah, Homer is going through the moral conundrum of he knows the secret sauce is around here, and really wants to go for it, but
Oh, it's
can't
not
leave
around.
anybody.
I had said that we need to go if we survive this thing.
Yeah, but it means it's here, which means
It's not.
sacrificial lambs. He doesn't know that.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I had said that we need to follow the kobold.
Yeah, he's just antsy for it. Either way, he's going to swing for the nearest limb. I don't know which limb that is.
Both of the legs are going to be fairly close to you. So just decide whether you want to do the right leg or the left leg.
Left leg.
Left leg it is. Roll for it.
And he's using that dagger that I gave him. I think.
Oh, what am I rolling to hit with that?
Your normal attack roll, you're just going to roll damage of 1d4 instead of whatever your normal damage is. 1d4 plus your strength mod or dex mod, whichever's higher.
Okay. Okay, there we go. 12. Assuming that does not hit.
Not going to hit. I'm sorry.
Does that include your proficiency bonus?
I thought it did.
What's your you're running?
Looks like it. I doubt their modifier.
What's your
without
dex?
It is 14. I mean, it's 4.
My dex is +1.
Okay, yeah. Never mind then. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
So the monster is moving, but it's going to take a moment to look down. And it's like, man, these things around it are attacking it, and it still wants to go smashy up some things, but kind of getting annoyed by all these people attacking it. Granola is the most, and I'm going to go ahead and pause while I do this. Granola is the most obvious target, but also Homer's right there. So Homer and Granola both. I'm going to have both of you just roll a d6, and we'll see who rolls lowest, and that's going to be who it targets.
Oh, wow. It's
Homer.
Homie.
Homie.
Just right down there at the bottom.
So, Jeffrey Poison, your reaction's about to get triggered here as Homer's about to get kicked like Lucy in the football. But this one's gonna connect.
Okay, so since I'm behind him, like he's kind of keeping an eye on things. He's being chill, and he sees one of his party about to get stomped. He's like, well, you know, they've helped me out before, so he's thinking that, and he starts skating that way. And he gets out his gun, and since I'm behind him, I'm going to aim, like, right between the knees. Like,
it's a very big monster, but...
Well, yeah, it's a gun. I would imagine it's a very big
Are you about to shoot him in the dick?
Yeah.
No.
I shoot the plant with my gun.
You know what? I mean, I could consider that to work really good. Hold on.
I think that's a terrible plan in IRL, but it's D&D. Who the hell can say?
Well, if it's a plant, then wouldn't you say that it's a little bit more likely to, like, kind of catch on fire behind the knees, and I'm hoping for it to, like, kind of, like, buckle and fall down.
You do know what fire does to this thing, right?
We're putting out the fire.
Well, I'm hoping for it to fall down, and then we can deal with the rest of it. And plus, it's bludgeoning damage, so... let's see here. That is a +4 to hit. Yeah. 13?
13 total is not going to hit.
Damn it. Well, I mean, I get like 2 shots.
Do you get multi-attack?
Well,
Not
don't I
with a
get...
gun. It has loading property. You can only make one
Oh,
attack.
yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Well, I mean, he shoots, and he missed.
Homer, does a 26 hit?
Oh, no!
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm not even silvery barbing that.
Different plane of existence right now. It doesn't land at all.
Dude got Yamcha'd.
Can I just reactionary pull out a frying pan and use the frying pan to deflect or something here?
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
If you want to, you can pull out your frying pan to try to absorb some of the blow.
Yeah, okay, I want to do it. I want to do it with the giant walk.
Alright. How much HP do you think that walk has?
No, isn't it magical?
It's magical. It's mythic. It can't be damaged.
I don't think that second part's true.
No, I think it's true.
It's immune. It's immune to wormwood.
Yeah, if nothing can stick to it, that means nothing can touch it. If nothing can touch it, no force can be applied. Therefore,
I'm not even talking about like degradations from Worm Cradle. I'm talking about just blunt force trauma.
It's made of Gotham steel. It can't be scratched.
It can't be touched. It can't be damaged.
I mean, technically nothing touches anything.
The timer's paused, so I have time to Google. Can mythical items take damage? Take damage.
I'm gonna be honest. If we don't go balls to the wall on this monster, it's going to kill several of us.
Guaranteed.
I mean, we could just not fight it.
We could.
Run away.
I've been advocating for that.
Oh, well, some of us are still going to reroll a character if that happens.
Okay. So it has resistance to all damage and immunity to a few damage types, but it can still take damage. So, what it comes down to is, if you're willing to use it as a shield, then you absolutely can. Homer, I need you to roll 2d8 plus 8 damage.
That's dead. Are you dead?
Oh, plus 8. Alright.
10 and
I
26.
know I never got to make that meal, but it was an honor. Oh.
Like, how dead are you?
Oh.
1d8 plus 8.
That's
You still
1d8
got another
plus 8.
d8.
Yeah, I need.
Oh my god. I am not getting anywhere near this fucking thing.
No, I'm still
17.
alive.
Shit.
Alright. And, so, here's, I'm even going to let you not take that, last 1d8, and I'm just going to make you take the 13 damage. Your crock pot is going to be heavily damaged.
Oh, I had a crock pot too.
Well, not your crock pot, your magic cooking item. It's not destroyed, but it is heavily dented. Oh, and also you're going to go flying in the direction of the camp. Like in Skyrim, whenever a giant clubs you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he just damaged your cookware. I feel like this triggers your rage.
It will. Most definitely. It was just an egg pan, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, you weren't like stomped into the ground. You were just booted, and you went flying towards the camp.
Right before you get pissed, I'm going to. Do you have any rope?
Yes, I got lots of rope.
I'm gonna ask you for rope.
But he's definitely not going to be in range to hand that rope to you this next turn.
I'm headed that way, aren't I?
Okay. Yeah, and he's going to end his turn in midair. All right. So, we have 10 minutes of your 26 minutes spent. King is up next, and then Michael Bublé is on deck. I am starting the timer again.
So it's me, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are King.
Okay. Make sure. Okay. So I guess I am going to how close is everybody else?
Everyone's fairly close together except for your orc friend Homer Soupson, which has been booted probably a little less than 100 feet.
Okay.
He's gone.
So I'm going to cast Shatter at the Wicker Man. You need me to send you this real quick? I don't have to try to explain it because
I'll
read
just
it.
Google it.
Okay, cool. 10-foot radius, 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save. Yeah, you just.
Keep in mind there are creatures
But I
inside
don't-
of the cage.
Yeah, so are you okay with fucking up all the humanoids inside?
Oh, I don't
the
care about
house?
the human.
Sure. Alright. That might take some time off your timer, but fair enough.
Great.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and... Oh, it's only my people that roll on that.
And I am gonna go ahead and ready my fucking cloak with my bonus thing.
Gotcha. Alright. Yeah. So you cast Shatter, and then you throw the cloak over yourself to make yourself invisible. Alright, I'm gonna pause again so I can calculate all the fucking saves that I have to do. 3d8 thunder damage. On a con saving throw, not special success of 1. So no one's gonna take disadvantage on the saving throw because all targets are organic material. checking con, and as we know from the last one, this thing's con modifier is 6. So, okie doke. So the first one, it definitely fails, and the last part definitely fails. The other, actually, okay, so half of its body parts fail, half of its body parts succeed.
Roll 3d8 6 times, Rachel.
How about we just roll? How about we just roll it once and we just apply it?
All of them?
Times, yeah.
Well, I mean,
if you're fine with that, if you want to roll it 6 times, then that's fine too, Rachel. Whichever you prefer. If you just want to roll it once, we can apply it.
it's about an average roll.
Yeah.
10 to all.
Yeah, if you're fine with that, then we'll just 3 of the
good.
body parts take 10, and the other 3 take 5.
Okay.
Yeah, if this thing had just not had its HP divided up into 6 places and therefore have 6 different targetable areas, y'all would not have a chance in this fight at all.
No.
Absolutely. So Matt, are there any trees nearby us?
There are so many trees nearby you. It's just bulldozing through trees as it goes.
Okay, cool. So for my action, very quickly, I'm going to yell to Arobro, "Throw me some rope!" And, or actually, I'm going to say, "Bring me some rope."
Okay, hold on. Let me start the timer.
Sure.
There you go. Oh,
Right.
actually, no. Stop for a second and the timer stopped. I still have to roll damage for hostages.
That's true. Well, I mean, I guess we could just use the 10 for all of them. You just have to roll their constitution saves.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. We gotta take some fucking minutes off of this.
Matt had a clever plan to make it a timed, drastic thing. Didn't realize we were just going to nuke the board.
Oh, I knew that was an option. That's why I put in this ability. It's like, oh yeah, you can totally attack the people inside. Yeah. Gonna make it much harder. All right. So let's say instead of the 26 minutes you were working with, King, I'll let you do the honors. Roll a d10.
God. Oh, great. How many minutes are we at now?
You are now at 16 minutes.
Oh.
Well, no, that's how many we can possibly have, but how many we used?
You used all 10 minutes there.
So we've used 6, so we got 6 left?
Yeah, so you are at 11:45 and you have 16 total now.
Okay.
Great. Okay, well, instead of my previous plan, I'm going to go ahead and wait for the ice to melt and collect the water with, create water with my held action.
Oh, it's definitely melting now.
Yeah, so I'm just collecting the water with create water, and then I'm going to use it to try and put the fire out again.
Sure, sounds good to me. Okay, boop, boop. The timer's going again. So, that's what you're doing with your full turn?
Basically, I'm going to try to delay it again with my action. I take all of the water that's there with my focus with create water and just kind of like pull it back into the fire to try and slow things down a bit again.
Jeffrey, you're up. We got 12 minutes.
Jeffrey is going to do something similar to last time. Hold action until somebody looks like they're about to get hurt. But this time, he's going to ready his daggers. I feel like since this golem has, like, no sense of me, really, I'm going to count that as a sneak attack.
Ooh, you know what? I buy it. All right. Granola, you're up.
I'm going to get as close as I can to it and then do a careful thunder wave.
Okay.
Which is... You have to make a Constitution saving throw again. It's a 15-foot...
Timer for that.
It's a 15-foot cube, so I imagine around me.
That hits around you?
Yeah. A wave of thunderstorm sweeps out from you.
Okay, take a turtle
it
jump.
doesn't have to be centered on you. Thunderwave does not have to be centered on you. It just has to be on a cube that's touching you.
Oh, okay.
So
then
you
yeah.
can aim it up to the middle of it.
Yeah,
Do it careful.
I will careful at the torso then. Yes. Sorry.
All right. Go right ahead.
And it's still a Constitution saving throw. It takes half damage if on everything that saves.
2d8 on that one.
Yeah, 2d8. So let me roll that. $10.
Okay, So what was the save though?
Constitution of 12 again.
So I have to beat a Constitution of 12, and this
Yes.
is just aimed at the cage.
Yeah, with a 15-foot around the cage. So anything
Okay,
that's
so that's
touching.
gonna hit. That's going to hit all of. That's going to target all of its body parts. Let's say except its legs.
Okay.
So the cage saves. It's going to take half damage. You say?
Yep.
All right. You can tell that the cage is extremely weak right now.
Anything that is not. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are pushed 10 feet away from me. So anything loose in it gets rattled around, except for people.
hostages?
No, I cast careful on it.
You did. So because otherwise, you'd just be fucking walking around like a fucking pinball machine in there. Oh, it would be like that scene in Nope.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oof. Oh yeah. Let's see. What about the head and its arms? So one of its arms fails,
Rad.
and it's going to take 10 damage. The other arm succeeds, and the head succeeds. So, thanks to all the AoE attacks y'all have been hitting it with, it's definitely hurting. Just a second.
My only regret is not being able to turn it into ice damage.
Alright, so, so once I start the timer again, it will be my monster's turn. He gets 2 turns per round. And then after that, it will be Homer Simpson's turn.
I thought you didn't run the timer on your turn.
I misspoke. Yes, you're absolutely right, I don't. So, yeah, okay, it's definitely not going to target anyone except for Granola this turn. Granola's the one who's been doing heavy damage to this thing. I mean, King would be a valid target, but King just turned invisible. So Granola's the only one left here. So, once again, he is going to make an attack. Jeffrey, that also triggers your ready to action.
Okay. So Jeffrey is going to be aiming at. He's going to be aiming at the knees again. What's that area behind your knee called? Like when you're looking at the back of someone's knee.
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that area, that thingamajig. So he's going to be aiming for that, throwing a dagger in that direction with the idea of like kind of severing some shit there,
Okay.
making him buckle. Or at
Because
least
I know
throwing
you
him
have
off his
multiple
feet.
daggers. Are you doing multi-attack?
Yeah. Let's do the first one. Plus 6 to hit. 22.
Oh boy, yes, that definitely hits.
Okay, so that's a sneak attack that counts as a 2d6.
Let's fucking go, Jeffrey. Carry us. You are gonna lose a dagger, but you know you've got so many of them.
You know, yeah. 7.
Oh, okay.
That's not
Yeah,
too bad.
you're doing that to his leg, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing it to the frozen leg or the mobile leg?
I feel like it would be easier to get through and sever shit on the mobile leg.
Okay, dope.
Let's see my other one. That is today. How about, I think I still have some inspiration.
You
from
do have an
last
inspiration.
So, yeah, you could choose to re-roll your second attack damage or attack roll if you want.
Yeah, why not? 15.
That does hit, just barely.
Sweet. You know, you don't use it, you'll lose it. 11.
11. Okay,
Uh-huh.
wow. All right.
Total 18 damage, baby.
Okay. 18. So it's gonna take. Damn. All right. Very good. It is still a functioning leg, but its tendons have just been severed enough that it starts to swing wildly.
Uh-huh. Gross.
I was just going to have it roll to like focus damage on Jeffrey instead of Granola, but then it rolled a crit fail on its attack.
Pepperoni and cheese.
I really don't have any hit points.
Yeah, no, I was prepared to kill Jeffrey here.
Damn.
As the only competent member of the entire team.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll inspiration. No.
Not on my Jeffrey.
You've been trying to get Jeffrey killed this whole game.
Yeah, but let's get him killed somewhere where he actually cares about what's going on.
I mean, you would be sacrificing yourself for another teammate, so it wouldn't be, you know, like the worst way for him to go.
He's only kind of casually caring about the teammates, mostly because he doesn't want like that's more bodies between him and other stuff in the
Yeah, but dying for the homies is still like kind of rad.
Yeah.
Like if you ever see it happen in an anime, and Jeffrey definitely strikes me as an anime protagonist.
And don't get me wrong, Jeffrey absolutely would have died for the homie for the next 30 seconds if it hadn't rolled a crit fail.
Look, that's just God looking out for Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's so goddamn lucky. Pisses me off.
God's favorite.
So yeah, no. Not only does its attack fail, it also kind of the leg tendons just kind of tear enough so that it just kind of does the splits and nuts itself on the ground.
Jeffrey goes, nice.
Alright, fuck. Alright, starting back the timer, we're at 12 minutes and 30 seconds out of 16, so you have 3.5 minutes, and Homer, you are up soon as I start the timer now.
Okay. Am I still working towards bringing that rope over?
You're actually in midair. Like, pause for a second. You're actually
don't worry
in
about
midair.
I also changed my action to just try to collect the water. So don't worry about that.
So, are you raging?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so take a d6 of damage from falling, and then half that because you're raging.
Okay. God damn. The one time I
there's your crit.
In the right direction.
Wait, do you still have HP?
I have 7 HP left.
Damn.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Alright, starting the timer. Take your action.
Oh, is this still my turn?
Yes.
Go get him, homie!
Back, swing. Sorry.
You're nowhere near the monster right now.
No, I'm... So, sorry, trying to spatial relations with my mind.
Well,
3 minutes.
I'm pretty sure a barbarian can do nothing but run at an enemy and start fucking it up. So.
3 minutes until everyone dies.
Charge and swing.
At. Keep in mind, you're 100 feet away from the monster.
Oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to get there in that time.
No,
So
yeah, the
just,
only person you could possibly reach right now is your bodyguardie.
oh, yes, then absolutely beeline. Protect the secret sauce.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Michael Bublé. Actually, no, you're not up. I have my second action for the whole fucking turn initiative restarts. This thing is going to. It's taken quite a bit of damage here from all these AoE attacks, and the flame that's in its torso is going to spread to its limbs. And so now, any attacks it does get off, in addition to bludgeoning damage, is also going to do extra fire damage. And
does that do anything with the water that I have going on here?
no, it did, because you were collecting it from like the areas that were already on fire. So your water collection isn't.
Okay, it's not complete yet. Okay.
No, your water collection's fine. It's like I said last time. It's melted. You're good to go.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'll have that for next action. Got it.
But yeah, it is on fire. Anyone that is just nearby its legs or arms, you are going to take aura damage. If you end your turn next to it, you're going to take aura damage. If you get hit by it, you're going to take the normal melee damage, also fire damage. So yeah, that's going to be fun. All right, now King is up, and then Michael Bublé is on deck, and starting the timer. 2 minutes, roughly 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat and just run the fuck away.
Fair enough. Okay, Michael Bublé, you're up.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cry out into the wilderness around me as I collect all of this water, and I'll say, "Great Ape Wizard, hear my plea. Give me the strength of hominid AP, and give our friends more TIME." And try to invoke the wizard, who I just believe in my heart of hearts is still alive.
I'm pausing the timer to deal with this.
Nice.
Like emotionally?
Well, partly to actually figure out how I'm gonna handle this. And yes, emotionally too.
Okay, cool. So I'm holding my action to add more water from the wizard to this before I burst it all over the fire to try and give us a little bit more time to work with this.
So I really have to pee really bad, and I'm getting messages that other people feel the same way.
Sure.
Hey, I have to pee.
Great.
So let me
Wizard
figure out
break.
what we're doing with the piss wizard while we're actually pissing.
Yeah, I'll set up the biobig screen. See you guys in a
Back,
bit.
everybody. Thanks for being here for this bullshit.
Wah. Then the cool kids microphone has returned, and now Tabletop Town has returned.
So who's on death's door right now? Other than is it just our two melee characters right now?
We have two melee
Homer
characters?
is nearly dead, and Jeffrey is nearly dead. I'm not
Oh.
sure about everyone else.
In this particular fight, that is nearly dead.
Yeah,
that
if
is
this
like
thing even breathes at you, you're dead.
Mhm.
All right. So, I was hoping, Mr. Michael Bublé, could you please run that past the audience one more time for those who were gone?
Oh,
who weren't
absolutely.
here?
I will JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap what happened here.
Please
so,
be bugging us.
Yeah. At the end of last pre-break, Michael Bublé, who was holding a bunch of water with what is this spell called?
Control water.
Shape water.
With shape water. Realized that he probably didn't have quite enough from the meltings of Granola's ice spell to help suppress all of this fire that's everywhere. So he chose to invoke an old and very dear friend.
Tom Bombapiss.
Yes, Tom Bombapiss, as follows. Great Ape Wizard, hear my plea. Give me the strength of hominid AP, and give our friends more TIME.
So what was that part in the middle? You kind of buzzed out there a little bit.
Give me the strength of hominid AP.
Alright. So...
Which is the family of orangutans? Let me double check.
No, I think you got it. It took me a minute to connect. So, at this point, and as anyone who has read the character breakdown sheets, you might know a small spoiler for what's about to happen. Suddenly, as the timer pauses, because a cutscene has been triggered,
Oh.
the forest starts to rumble ever so slightly as a line of squirrels in Rockhead uniforms just slowly make their way out doing high kicks at the field. And you can hear big band music in the background. You're not sure where it's coming from. And a single spotlight just starts to make its way down to the forest floor.
Is this the WWE intro of this fucking...
As the trumpets in the band. I don't know.
I know what song you're doing.
Yeah.
And, the spotlight comes down on a squirrel wearing a little bit too large yellow wizard hat. S is for the way you summon me.
Oh no.
I is for the way I have to be. P is very, very extraordinary. P is even more than everything that you just stay kink to me. Piss is more than just what sets me free. Piss, we all can make it. Take my bathroom, please don't break it. Piss is made for me and you.
Hey Matt.
Oh my god.
Hey Matt.
Yes.
Is this Griffin's banana?
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, I
It
make
better not
I
be.
make it a point to not joke about things that are my actual kink. And I was prepared to let this character stay dead and gone forever, but then Logan summoned him, and I know nobody hates the character more than Logan, so I was like, well, I have to use this.
You used a sensu bean on this motherfucker. I knew he was alive.
Oh, he's a squirrel now.
Yeah, that was foreshadowing.
He died. He came back as Gandalf the Yellow.
Oh no!
His pee is no, he was Gandalf the Yellow. Now he's Gandalf the Clear.
He's helping.
He's been hydrating.
So all of the water within your cup, Michael Bublé, is just absorbed instantly into the atmosphere as well, and the gentle rain that had been going just completely dries up as the moisture is accumulating. And just like Goku charging up,
This is more of a spirit bomb.
Yeah.
To be honest.
All right, yeah, fair enough. The wizard just starts accumulating all the water around for a very yellow spirit bomb.
Come on, people of the world, give Goku your piss!
Everyone, hold your dongers to the sky. And but of course he's not going to do it all himself. He hands the spirit bomb off to you, Michael Bublé. Here, it's up to you.
Oh no!
I believe in you.
Oh
Embrace
my,
the piss.
oh my god! What do I roll to fucking cast the piss spirit bomb?
Was this what you were giggling about?
Yes.
Okay. At least it's not super scary. It's just a fucking wizard.
Believe in the hearts of the piss.
This is super scary, Elise. What are you talking about? Alright, what stat do I roll fucking...
I have no idea.
It sounds like a spell? Should I just roll intelligence?
Just make a normal spell attack.
Sure, okay. 1d20 plus 5. 23 to
Fuck.
piss.
So, like Majin Buu getting eliminated by the spirit bomb at like the end of Dragon Ball Z, that's sort of what happens here with this Wicker Man. But instead of spirit bomb, it's just a big ball of piss. And
Jesus Christ.
let's say, because of the nature of, I don't want to have to just kill all the hostages for this. Let's say it's a non-damaging attack, but it is a very quenching attack.
Yeah, no, if he was thirsty at all, absolutely not.
The fire of this gigantic Wicker Man golem is completely quenched, and the timer is stopped. And without the magical fire fueling it, the golem lays inert.
Okay, I'm gonna rush over and just pull that fucking shit out with my claws, try to grab that handle, to try to pull him out.
He cut the shit out of that right now.
And, Michael Bublé,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll perception for me real quick.
Sure, I got you. 13.
Okay, you do not notice the fact that you're wearing the yellow wig. You blew out the mic. We did not hear you.
I screamed no very loudly for the audience. I'm sorry.
But you don't notice it. So unless one of your party members points it out, you don't notice you're wearing the hat.
No.
Nope.
Homer Simpson was trying.
Do I gain any spells from this hat?
Actually, yeah, it is a magic item. I can hear Elise cracking up in the room, but she's blowing out her microphone too.
I'm too loud. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm looking through my notes to remember what the fuck. I thought this character was dead and on another island. I thought, oh, we're never going to get the chance to take this item again, so I just left it in my old notes.
You get the spell Dominate Curious Ape.
He reincarnated as a squirrel. He's no longer an orangutan.
Oh, I was making a Curious George reference.
It definitely feels like it's more of like a one per day, like piss oriented spell.
Oh, that's not healthy.
So here is the Wizard's Hat, a rare item that gives you advantage on spell attacks, but also gives you a piss kink.
This is fucking horrible.
Speaking in piss-related rhymes, while wearing the Wizard's Hat will give you inspiration if you don't already have any.
Love it. I love it.
You know, Michael wouldn't not do that because he's a coward.
And in your heart, you just hear the wizard. You're the wizard now.
Harry Potter.
All right, so yeah, the golem has been defeated here, and everyone inside is horrifically burned but alive. They are gonna, and they're also covered in piss. So they're probably gonna need healing and moral support.
Yeah, but it's sterile. You could, you know, clear venom with that. You can sterilize the wound a little bit.
I thought you didn't have a piss kink.
I do now, apparently.
It's true. Factually, Michael Bublé does.
Hey, Michael.
As a
Sick
piss.
hat.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your sick new hat you just got. It's sick and stuff.
Oh.
He's just compartmentalizing it.
He'll scream about it later in therapy.
All right, so yeah, like I said, the villagers.
I guess you can say I'm a prolific wizard with a capital P.
Okay, well, you all were getting inspiration anyway, so yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone gets inspiration. If you were able to get more inspiration, you would get some for that. All right. So
no,
yeah.
this is a character trait now.
Let's go ahead and we're gonna fast track everybody to Camp Tomar here. We're not gonna spend too much time there as we want to accomplish some other things here. Everyone is able to survive. Everyone's taken some pretty rough damage, but thanks to Razar's quick thinking of having everyone climb onto his turtle shell, they didn't take nearly as much damage as they otherwise could have. And that might have saved their lives. So, good job, JD's grandpa.
Yes.
And Hasta Luego is one of the people who's just like, and I suppose I have all of you to thank as well.
Yeah, no, totally. That was definitely all of us.
Speaking of which, is King still invisible? And did King even come back?
Yes. I actually took my little hood off just so you could see my head and was like, everybody okay?
You do have us to thank.
I can't give you more than one inspiration point.
It's not about the inspiration.
Yeah.
It's about the style.
All right, fair enough. All right. Yeah. So, all right.
I'm gonna scream it.
I don't. Oh man, I don't suppose this is going to stop anytime soon, and I know that if I stay here, I'm just going to put the people here in danger even further. She's not going to stop coming after me, so the only thing is to bid everyone in the camp here adieu and wait for fate to take its course.
Well, Luego, that seems really noble and not a thing that I would ever do. So, you know, out of 10, you're an 8.
Thank you, young man. Sick hat.
Thank you.
Right? It is sick.
But, so what is it that the party is going to want to do at this point?
King, you said something about the Winterlands, did you not?
I did, but I definitely want to rest first.
Yeah, I'd say I'm.
Are we gonna take an actual rest?
And that also, yeah, that's actually a good point as to figure out what you want to do here, because short rests obviously can only let you spend hit dice. They're not going to let you like fully recover. And I think some of you are out of hit dice at this point.
Oh yeah, everyone who's damaged is out of hit dice.
Long rest will cure everything, and it can bring back spell slots too. However, you will have to roll for turning into a cow. And you only have 3 uses of your flask of holy water left.
But we also have advantage because we got a macchiato blend.
You do.
Yep.
You do have advantage. So what will it be?
I thought long rest.
Yeah,
A long rest.
Me tired.
I think a long rest is the only thing we can do and survive right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone, go ahead and take a long rest, and then roll for charisma.
Charisma?
Yeah.
That's what it's always been.
Yeah, charisma. It's on the sheet.
On my charisma save?
So everyone's aiming for 10 on this.
16, not a cow.
Yeah, 12, not a cow.
Nice.
19.
Well,
Not
you know,
cow.
everyone's gotten all of the good rolls, which means naturally, the homie Oroboro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can somebody make that roll for me?
I got you. What's your charisma?
-2.
1d20
No.
minus 2. Let me do that twice, though. Oh, well, the first one you got a
No,
15.
that's fine. That's fine.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yay.
awesome.
Yay.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Oh, wait, no, nobody's a cow.
Damn.
And at the start of the day, I'm going to cast Mage Armor, just so you know. I'm stacking the spell slot for it.
Are you sleep casting, or are you able to sleep cast?
No, I can't sleep cast. I'm going to do it when I wake up.
Okay, just checking.
I also
Make sure
only sleep for 4 hours anyway, so it should be good.
Fucking Eladrin.
Uh-huh. Bingo.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you. Eladrin have like seasonal forms, and you're in seasonal lands.
Yep.
Does your appearance change depending on which island you're in?
Yep, I am. Well, you know what? That's flavorful. I like that. I didn't originally say that, but like, I think I'm just actually, specifically, I am a winter Eladrin all the time.
Okay. Well, that fits for what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, it does fit for what's going to happen, but also I've been using the winter spell all the time. That would have been really cool if we discussed it beforehand.
And Austin Luego, who is also taking a long rest, is like, I'm heading out of here. Don't exactly know where I'm going. I see you're heading out as well. Where exactly are you heading off to?
I recommend that we head to the Winterlands to explore why our cattle resisting dragon has fallen, and also some other stuff.
Well, you got a long ways to fall then, because we're in the Springlands, and that's going to be a ways.
Can we take the waterfall?
I mean, that'll get you to the Summerlands. There's other routes to get to other lands. You've never been here before, have you? Well, I suppose I could show you the way on my way to die peacefully in a forest somewhere.
You could also not do that.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll take the day as it comes. The point is I can show you how to get to, well, as far as I can make it. That sound amenable to you all?
Sounds fine to me. Let's go explore this out.
Alright. So, you're all going to take the waterfall down to the Summerlands, but as you are falling down as opposed to falling up, you were not restrained to the waterfall. You could aim for other areas. Is there any place specifically you want to land in the Summerlands?
Not knowing the layout of the Summerlands, I wouldn't know for sure unless there is a segment that we could particularly go to that is close to the Winterlands.
Can we see the fancy sacred pond?
Yes, actually, as you're falling down the waterfall, you can see it. It's not far from...
How many... Does it look busy?
Not at all.
Let's go get some more cow water.
Yeah, I'm gonna cannonball it.
As was pointed out last session, all of the guards that failed to stop you
are dead, yeah.
Have been slaughtered brutally. In fact, the golem of the Wicker Man was actually piloted from the Summerlands, using those animals, those failed guards, as fuel.
Neato burrito.
That's what your passive.
Okay, passive perception.
Passive insight tells you that because you found all of their burned bodies in the area where you eventually found the golem.
Cowabummer.
Yeah. So, you all cannonball into the lake.
Yes.
All right. Just from the sky, just.
I ride an ice cube.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jeffrey, tell us about what cool thing you're doing into the lake.
I can make a half pipe for you.
Oh, see, that sounds fun.
I ride the half pipe and let Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey follows afterwards and does a whole bunch of really cool skateboarding moves. Like,
are you gleaming the cube on the giant ice cube?
Yeah.
Is the cube Elise?
Is Hostile Lego with us?
Yes.
Honestly, I'm trying to think of skateboarding moves right now, Matt.
You probably do like a 360 no scope or something like that. I don't know.
Grind on the side or something.
A 720 sack tap.
That one is a skateboarding move.
Yeah.
Let's see.
1080 nollie fuck twist.
Burial heel flip 5000.
You do a Pocky and Rocky for the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
A dirty switch foot sex on the beach 580.
Yeah, absolutely. All of those.
You know, Elise makes fun of me because I know what all the different wrestling moves are called, but those are put together in a rational way because, like, all the wrestling moves have, like, prefixes and suffixes that make sense from a mechanical standpoint. Skateboard moves, on the other hand, it's just like, y'all are just making shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily though, because if it's got 180 or 360, then you know at least.
That's the number of spins.
Yeah.
I know that, but outside of spins, it's like
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. Devil's advocate, okay?
A nollie 720 sentence splash.
Not to Yeah.
There's also a hospital flip.
Not to completely derail us, but you know wrestling moves. Do you call it a suplex or a suplex?
Suplex.
Okay, just checking.
Unless you're Gordon Soleil, unless he actually did pronounce it a suplex. But that tracks. But he was just a weird old French drunk.
So anyway, my question about Hasta Luego was very pointed because I'm going to tell him, I don't know if you're in trouble as much as you think you are.
And he begrudgingly just waves you off as a grumpy old man. I appreciate the sentiment, but I want to make sure you get where you're going, and then I got to get a safe distance from you just to make sure that things don't repeat themselves here. I don't want to have to be rescued any more than what was already necessary.
You can always hang out with the wizard.
I mean, that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh. What?
Aren't you the wizard?
What?
I mean, you got the sick hat.
You've been making a lot of whiz puns lately.
Yeah, that's pretty rad, dude.
And you hear the squirrel's voice in your head again. You're the wizard now.
I'm gonna have to take a leak inward.
Anyway. So yeah, everyone just fucking cannonballs into the water. And yeah, you're able to refill the flask. Let's say that I think its maximum was 6 uses, so let's say it's got 6 uses of holy water now.
I have all kinds of fucking.
Yeah, I got a lot of water skins too.
I'm gonna trade all of my water skins out for this water specifically.
Yeah.
Sure. Kind of tastes like piss, but that's fine. I don't think you'll mind. No, seriously though, it tastes a little bit irony, and I don't mean irony as in like ironic, don't you think? But I mean like literally tastes like there's iron powder in here.
Sounds like somebody has bled in this.
And everyone, I need you to roll for perception.
Sure.
I don't like how that sounds.
I rolled a 12.
of the worm cradle wall nearest you is a very large dragon.
Oh, this sucks. Hey, bud, we're not intending to be here for very long, so we're just gonna...
Defilers! You have come seeking to do further insult. And everyone now notices.
Okay. Whoa, where did that giant dragon come from?
Oh, no. Not insult at all. We just need to, you know, suppress our bovine inclinations for a little bit, and we're just gonna move right along here. And, you can have your life here. Do I get an indication that this is most likely definitely Violante?
Oh, it's absolutely Violante, yeah.
You can live your absolutely violent life, and we're just gonna not...
Oh, how generous of you! Oh, you will leave and then allow me to live my violent life. Oh, I appreciate it ever so much.
You're welcome.
Well, certainly, as a illustrious and grand dragon such as you, certainly no mere mortals such as we have anything to say to you as to what it is that you want to do with your life. However, I simply would like to not be a cow specifically for a little while.
Whoa! Wait a second. This dragon illustrious and grand? They put my grandpa in a microwave, man.
I mean, that seems like a fair thing.
I assure you, I don't even know what a microwave is. But if you are who I think you are, then you interfered with an execution. And I see the results of that in front of me, and she gestures at Austin Luego.
Oh, no, he's just here.
I see that.
I have no idea what this man.
Yeah, we're to blame for that. We saved him. We saved everyone else, and we're.
Oh, shut your turtle mouth.
I love playing characters with negative int.
My brethren have seen fit to aid you. Out of respect for them, I will not personally kill you while their boon is active.
But
What but?
you said you will not personally kill us while their boon is active. Where's the but clause?
Dragons have butt claws.
She looks down at her own talent self-consciously. I will be watching you, defilers. Expect me the moment your protection is gone. With a single massive beat of her wings, Violante is gone.
Granola, listen, you need to not leak our secrets.
What secrets? She already knew we kicked her ass. We'll do it again.
That is not how that works. That's a dragon.
Fuck, I seem bigger.
You literally have not.
No, I have not.
You spent like all of your spell slots on a fucking tree.
It was a big tree.
It was a big tree. That's a big fucking dragon.
Alright. I'm...
No, look. This may be the beast lands here, and you may be part turtle, but that doesn't guarantee that you get to come back here when you die.
My grandpa did.
Yeah, but he was like an upstanding turtle citizen. I don't know what the fuck went on with your life. And like Violante, they can stab people to death with their poison things and feed it to the tree. Do you want to be a tree? That sounds boring.
Whoa. Yeah, trees do suck. I beat up a tree recently.
Exactly.
Huh.
So, Austin Luego kind of drags himself over to the beach and just kind of clutching his heart, just very much expecting to die right there. And then he didn't. Again, he's like, well, more to me. More to me. let's get you kids to the Autumn Lands, huh?
Autumn Lands? I thought we were going to the Winter Lands.
I mean, there's a line. There's a order to things.
I mean, that doesn't make sense.
You can't just go like across the pond?
Not exactly, no. Each of these lands are infinite in all directions. You can't just go around them. You have to go through them. But we're not far from, let's just call it a well, actually. And we're going to fast track over to somewhere outside of Violando. There is like what appears to be almost like a wishing well, but it's very large. Like an elephant could easily fit through it. And it's if you peer over the side, it looks like there's land underneath you, but miles below. Well, after you, kiddos.
So you want us to pass water?
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that.
I literally can't, and I don't know why!
Who's up first?
I'm just gonna offer, like, turtle, rock, paper, scissors to anyone near me.
Oh no, I'm not going first. You can paper your scissors rock, but I'm later.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna jump in and just bonsai.
Alright. You, Granola, you steel yourself for flight. You make the jump, and immediately you reach the ground.
I go somewhere in the middle, and as I go in, I obviously exclaim, "Wee!"
Yeah, before you even finish saying "we," you're on the ground.
Oh.
You look up, and even though when you were up there, it looked miles below, while you're here standing on the ground, you can clearly see everyone above you.
This is one of those optical illusions.
Hasta Luego is already down on the ground. The autumn of your life always appears to be much further away than it actually is.
God, you are a buzzkill.
You've upset the artist, Matt.
I mean, like, we're already in animal heaven or whatever, so, like, we don't need that philosophical nonsense. It just needs to be like rainbows and shit. He's gonna follow.
Come on, Jeffrey, let's go.
Yeah, Jeffrey don't care. Let's go. All right.
What if Hasta Luego just died right now instead of being worm cradled to death? Are you under the effects of worm cradle poison right now?
No, I'm not in massive pain, so no, honestly, it depends on whether or not you're a parishioner or an outlander, and I'm not really certain what I am. As far as I can remember, I've always sort of been here.
Do any of us truly know what we are? Isn't that the great question of life?
I mean, you do know at least where you came from, though, right?
The great bladder of existence.
As far as I know, I've always been here, but I've been treated by the Outlanders as a petitioner. I've been treated by the petitioners as an Outlander. I'm in some sort of in-between area, I guess.
Well, petitioner or not, you could always give it a try.
He's just gonna get a hug from me.
Aw, that's nice of you. He is in a small amount of pain, but he appreciates the sentiment. Other than a small, cool breeze, the air is still and eerie here. Beautiful red.
Yes, I can't turn up, Matt.
Do I need to speak louder?
Yeah, you being
You are a little bit quieter than the rest of us. Can you get a little closer to your mic?
Yes, I can. I didn't
yes.
realize.
Give
I
us that
needed
mad
to.
ASMR.
I hit you up to 140 as well.
All right, let's try this out here.
That's great.
Other than a small, cool breeze, the air is still and eerie here. Beautiful red, yellow, and orange maple leaves seem to spin and float in midair instead of falling. As you approach a structure of worm cradle walls, which you're all used to at this point, you are reminded of Violando, but with a few key differences. while the worm cradle walls of the fortress in the Summerlands stood proud and strong, the walls of Dormito lean and shift. The vines look bruised and overripe in places, its flesh a sickly shade of purple. A strange fruit has even started to sprout from the vines.
Well, let's not piddle around. We've got to go all the way to the Winterlands.
Yeah, it's going to be through here. We're probably going to meet with some denizens here, but it's not going to be anything like with the Summerlands. It's mostly peaceful here.
I love it when things are peaceful.
Oh my god.
You did this.
I did, and you know what? It's funnier because I know you hate it more than I. I'm dealing with it.
You've given me opportunities for puns. It's not that bad.
all it cost you was a piss kink. And the skies here are red and bright red. Not bright red, just like an autumn sunrise red or sunset red. And there's cicadas constantly going in the background. You hear a lot of bugs buzzing around that you weren't hearing a whole lot of in the Summerlands or the Springlands.
So, like, do we need to be careful of the fall dragon, Jeremiah or something?
You should at the very least be respectful, but I've never had any negative interactions with him. Just, I think you should be fine as long as you don't. Granola, maybe you should let others do the talking.
Is the fall dragon stronger than the summer or spring dragons?
You hear a braying of dogs from the fortress.
I don't know if that answers my question.
No, it doesn't, but it interrupts your question. That cacophony gets louder as you get closer to the perimeter.
I begin casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay, so about 1 minute into your 10-minute ritual, the domesticated dog varieties of varying sizes and characteristics are charging you from the open walls of Dormito. Everyone make a group animal handling check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have nothing in animal handling.
Boom.
18. Holy shit.
Nice.
17.
14.
+2.
Wait, you have charisma? No, animal handling is wisdom, isn't it?
It's strength.
What?
Yeah, it's a +1 for me, so I'm assuming it's
Animal
strength.
handling is not fucking strength.
It isn't? Oh, maybe
It's
we don't.
absolutely not strength. It's got to be wisdom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
+1 in that case.
Okay, so I only see.
We're just waiting. We're waiting for Homer. We do have 3.
Someone else has to
I-
roll
You've
for
already,
them.
Over half the group has rolled over 15, so I'm gonna
Okay.
count that as 16. Okay.
King is a 14, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, well, let's wait for that third roll then. Someone want to roll for Homer?
What's your wisdom?
+1.
And do you have proficiency? I'm just gonna assume no, and that's a 6.
I'm going to Tides of Chaos, my roll,
Okay.
which lets me get advantage.
And it looks like you've already rolled twice with your little interaction.
Yeah, so the other one would still be a 13. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, if you're retroactively rolling advantage, I think you should do another one.
Okay, yeah, do
Otherwise,
another
it wouldn't
roll.
make any sense for him to
That's
claim
true.
advantage on that.
That's true. Go right ahead. Roll it again.
And it gives you a free chance to
Nice.
wild magic
Got
me
it.
whenever you want.
Yeah. No, oh, I definitely plan on that. Thank you for this gift. I am going to just summon wild magic whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, if I cast a sorcerer
Nowhere
spell
near
of
for
1
the
or
rest of
higher.
the Game, I am nowhere near granola.
All right. Wild magic whenever I feel like it. Whenever. Wherever. We were meant to do wild magic.
You had
together.
inspiration this whole time, and you decided to use that instead.
Yeah?
It's funnier this way.
Yeah, my character's not smart enough to be inspired.
So the dogs all run up to you, but rather than attack you like guard dogs do, they're just very interested in you, and they're just sniffing you and licking you and demanding attention.
Yes. They receive attention.
Okay. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of dogs around here.
Do I recognize any of them?
So, bringing up the pack, like, you see a Chihuahua, a Yorkie, a Schnauzer, a Whippet, a Chow, a Mastiff, a Pomeranian, a Bulldog, and bringing up the pack is a slow, elderly pit bull.
Michael just gasps.
Yes. Behind all these other strange dogs you don't know anything about, there is, in fact, your dog.
Nana! Well, I found what I'm here for.
Tell me about Nana.
Michael just kind of Nana is a friendly pibble, pibble
So
mutt
a pit
kind
bull.
of. Yeah, mutt, and basically she's just like a really generally sweet dog, a little bit dumb, and she likes to just like really interact with humans in general, and she likes to play with toys and all kinds of generic dog stuff. And as Michael kneels down, I would wager she probably kind of comes up and over-aggressively really kind of like laps him on the face.
Very good, yes. She is very much trying to lick your face.
Cool. And he does not resist this because he's very happy to see her, and he gives her a little hug around the shoulders.
Very good. Meanwhile, the other dogs are just kind of crowding around Jeffrey Poison because he's so cool, and
Jeffrey like gives him just a tiny nod of the head. So.
And Granola also gets swarmed by dogs.
Oh yeah, there's just Doritos falling out of my rations bag, so yeah, my shell, yes. So I'm fine with this.
You must have an itchy turtle ass.
The gross flavors of Doritos.
Where are you putting those Doritos?
It's all my rations are Doritos.
Yeah, there's now a spicy mustard version of Doritos. Is that?
Thankfully it is.
Yes.
Gross.
I mean, I actually really like ketchup flavored chips, so I'm excited for those.
That sounds cursed.
Wait,
So.
what? Spicy mustard Doritos?
Yeah, there's ketchup and mustard flavored Doritos now.
What?
Yeah.
The guards have given you passage. Do you want to go inside?
So like, Luego, should we stop by, like, say hi, or would it be more polite for us to go in, or more rude for us to not go in?
It would. If you're going to be in his lands, you need to pay respects. Yes. Otherwise, you risk another situation with Violante, and nobody wants that.
How do you pay respects to the Autumn Dragon specifically?
Mostly just with respect, and not being a dickhead.
Dab at him?
I mean, I've never dabbed at him personally, so I couldn't say specifically, but I figure it's worth a shot. I mean, I've seen you dab, and it's a respectful dab.
Dabbing is a sign of respect among my people.
Gesture, but also a respectful gesture.
Is it now?
It is when Jeffrey does it.
Yeah. We T-pose to assert our dominance to dragons.
Yeah. T-pose if you want to start a fight with the dragon.
To let the dragon know we're at least as cool as he is.
So, as you enter the relatively unguarded walls of Dormito, you are presented with an unusual sight. A massive dragon sits before you, larger than Violante, but much like Machikar, his proportions are not what you expect of a traditional dragon. He's considerably more pear-shaped than you expected.
Oh, he dummy thick.
Or perhaps even pumpkin-shaped.
Mm.
He blinks wearily.
To what degree does his ass clap when he moves?
Well, he hasn't moved yet, so you're not.
Damn it,
I roll perception to detect his ass clapping.
Okay, so
I got a 4 with a critical fail to detect ass clapping.
To detect ass.
I need you to roll for stealth to see if he notices you checking out his ass.
20 for stealth.
Okay, so you don't die today.
It's
All
a
right.
dirty 20, but a 20 nonetheless.
You know what? That's what you needed. So yeah, he doesn't notice you noticing if his ass claps. Oh, guests. I do hope the dogs have not been unkind to you.
Huh? No, Nana's great.
And he gives her a little pat on the head.
Ah, you know this one.
Yeah. Nana was my old guard dog, and, like, honestly kind of my best friend, which probably explains a lot.
Aw. I admit, in my old age, I have developed a similar fondness for these creatures. Created only a short time ago by artificial selection by a careless creator. These animals exist for nothing, and are saved from extinction only by their novelty. I suppose I have empathy for the doomed.
I mean, that's honestly a little bit rude. Like, Nana's just Nana.
And that's why she's here. All of us are here for similar reasons. But enough of that. Most humanoids stay in the Springlands. Most do not survive the transition between spring and autumn. How is it that you have all survived the curious predilections of my dear sister?
I'm just gonna kind of open my mouth and then immediately shut it.
Yeah, Michael holds up a finger as granola starts and then just, like, relaxes and yields the floor to other people.
You king. Why don't you let him know?
Yeah, because, like, the audience, like, y'all, I know because I'm the one organizing this thing what all of your motivations are for going to the Winterlands. I'm not sure if the audience knows, so this might be a good opportunity to, like, vocalize those things out loud.
Right, but that's not the question he asked. He asked specifically, like, what is it that kept us alive?
Oh yeah, well that might tie into that as well, but go into both that and the thing I said.
Well, I mean, just kind of been stupid lucky. I mean, honestly.
I can see that.
And we're just trying to make it to the Winterlands. Cause I'm trying to find my family, and you know, get out of here eventually, maybe.
Your family. I'm not sure if I have ever seen your kind in the Beastlands before.
Well, they just told me to go find the Winterlands, and maybe I could get some answers because I don't know my family either.
And the rest of you plan to go to the Winterlands?
Ah, yes, for very non-specific reasons.
Nods.
Yeah, I like get out of here. I saw my parents. They're like cool and stuff. I'm tired of turning in like to a cow because cows can't skateboard.
Oh yeah, like Jeffrey said. Yeah, it's because there was once a dragon there in the Winterlands that apparently gives us the ability to suppress our horrific cow transformations.
So, pained memories come across his face. But he quickly, his face goes back to neutral. It's not terribly hard. He's a dragon. His facial expressions are mostly alien to you. Yes, it appears my beloved sister has not left you unscathed. She is strong for her age, and though at one point one might say I could match her, today is clearly no longer the case. What do you all know of the descent?
that would be exactly 0 things, probably, unless you're talking about the descent through the well, in which we descended very quickly and suddenly we're a mile lower from the Summerlands.
The descent, capital letters, capital T, capital D, the descent, happens every 100, 500 years or so, where a new dragon of the Springlands is hatched. The previous Springlands dragon takes this as a cue to fly down to the Summerlands to test the mettle of the existing Summerlands dragon. Let's say in specific terms, when Machakar hatched, Violante, who had been caretaker of the Springlands up until that point, decided it was time to challenge me for the Summerlands. It was a brutal fight. If she had lost, she would have been killed, and I would have stayed the Dragon of Summer for a time longer. But in retrospect, there was no chance of that happening. I was stronger, of course, but she was crueler. I abdicated my throne, she moved in, and all of us moved down the line. Regardless, the transition extends. The Autumn Dragon takes the place of the Dragon of Winter, and the old Dragon of Winter can finally pass into memory. But a strange thing has happened in this overdue cycle. The Dragon of Winter has indeed passed from memory, but he has not yet passed. The fact you're not a beast right now is proof of that. He created Lake Acuity back when he was still the Dragon of Summer at the height of his power. His magic is still active and still powerful enough to suppress Violante's power, even 2 generations removed. He has not yet ceded his position. We are overdue for the creation of a new egg, and yet the entirety of the Beastlands sits in stagnation, waiting, while a cancer from an outer plane threatens to subsume us all.
Cancer?
The humanoids.
More of a Scorpio myself. Oh.
You are all like an infestation. Given enough time, even the infinity of our plane would not be enough to stop you from complete and total population displacement.
Yeah, that tracks.
Dearest sister enjoys her fun had at your expense, but I'm afraid it is all in vain. One does not torture a cockroach in response to a cockroach infestation. More intensive measures must be taken.
Yeah, so I don't intend to be here for very long. I'm just trying to get what I need and get out so we can go and visit your older dragon brother, sister, sibling.
Fair enough.
I don't want to like bounce.
Fair enough. I bid you all leave. You may go through the back door. The entrance is just right outside.
Just gonna kind of elbow jab Michael Bublé at the mention of back door.
I can't make a pun about that. It's the wrong orifice.
As you head out the door, it's literally just there's no backyard or anything. It is literally just outside the door is just nothingness that you jump into.
Oh, so we're just headed to the next area?
Yeah. Any reason that you all just want to hold off, or you want to just go for it?
My one question is, can I bring Nana?
It seems that she wants to come with you, and it doesn't seem like Dormir is willing to stop her.
Nice. Okay, yeah, then that's my objective. We're bringing Nana.
All right. As you all drop from the Fallen Lands to the Winter Lands, familiar faces pop up. The Mortai, the cloud people in the sky who were taunting you back in Session 1. Falling, falling, falling down, cursed humans to the ground. Falling, falling, falling down, cursed humans to the ground.
Yeah, I think it's too slow. That's it.
And then finally they break from their chant to say, "She is here. Ta-ta for now. See you later as a cow." and they all start singing they all start humming an a cappella Komm Süßer Tod from the end of Evangelion.
Oh no.
As a massive pair of wings appear from behind the clouds.
I'm gonna go ahead and proactively have a flask of magic water at my lips in case I have just the smallest inkling of becoming bovine.
Sure, fair enough.
Like the bladder of the gods, suckling at the teat of, I don't know where I was gonna take this metaphor, to be honest.
No, keep going, though.
So, I'm gonna pull the microphone back a little bit so I can get loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the realms of my elder brethren, you are under the jurisdiction of neither. Your feet will touch the snow only after your entrail.
Is this Doug Dimmadome?
How tall is their hat?
Doug Dimmadragon.
Yes.
Violante is about 100 feet away from you.
Uh-huh.
The ground is about 60 seconds or 10 rounds away. Your goal is to survive long enough to reach the Winterlands. And I think that's about a good place to call it for tonight, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, God, please.
That means I can do terminal velocity math.
Can you, in the time between, give this dragon a giant hat?
Sure.
Thank you.
Why don't you ask Den to draw this?
Well, because Den is busy drawing a really cool fucking fairy right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Next session.
yeah. There's an idea for next session.
Like a fawn fairy? That's a cool combo. I'm about that.
With automail.
I thought it was a mechanical hand.
That's automail. It's basically like Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No, the one that has a bunch of Hebrews in it is Full Metal Alchemist.
I see what you did there.
I dislike what you did there.
No. I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it in like a Weird Al way.
So I just realized I forgot to warn y'all. The path y'all have taken, we need one more session. We can't do 3 sessions.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Figured.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Hope that's alright.
Roll credits.
We might even need a 5th session. We'll see.
No, we'll get it done this next one.
Well, now we have to really drag our feet.
And then you said 3, and now you're like, whoopsie poopsie, it's 4. It's gonna be at least 6.
I already knew that if you picked the 3rd option, it would be 4 sessions instead of 3, but I didn't want to influence y'all one way or the other, so I kept it to myself.
I also really don't believe that unless Violante murdered all of us, which is very likely to be honest, we would probably have not ended this particular session in 3 sessions.
So, no, I mean, like, if things had gone a different way, if y'all had chosen differently whether to align with the humans or to align with Violante, after the Wicker Man thing, you would have had your fucking last boss fight at that point. So the session would have ended in 3. But
okay.
Judging by this session, I mean, we fight Spring Dragon to either end the cycle so Violante can keep being boss, or, we kill Violante to fix problems.
Well, so the only way you were going to kill Violante is if you snuck up on her. If you were going to kill Violante, instead of just dive bombing into the pool, you would have dive bombed into her quarters and just sneak attacked her while she's unprepared and fought her that way.
What if we gave King a really big skillet from Homer?
I don't.
No,
that's already damaged.
We're definitely gonna have to figure out how to combine our powers to handle this fight, because this is gonna be a lot.
The one thing that's gonna save you with Violante, because she's at full power right now, the only thing that's gonna save you at this point is the fact that you don't actually have to beat her. You just have to outlast her.
All right,
because as she alluded to, out of respect for her brethren, she is not going to attack you while you're on their property. But you're not on their property while you're in free fall. So she aims to kill you before you hit the ground. But if you survive then she won't attack you any longer while you're still here. And
10 rounds. That's a long fight. I just hope you know that's. I don't know that you're gonna get us done in a session because 10 rounds is huge.
That's 1 minute.
I had to stop a lot during the Wicker Man fight to calculate AoE attacks. I don't think y'all are going to be doing many AoE attacks. I think you're mostly going to be doing more avoidance.
At least I'm very good at that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the goal for the beginning sessions fight. As far as what the last fight of the game is going to be, I can't go into that too much right now. So, yeah, just expect that your first fight of next session is going to be the goal is survive. And then we'll go from there.
Wait.
Thank you so much, everybody, for playing along or for just watching.
Yes.
Appreciate all of y'all, and this has been a blast running this little body shot for everybody.
It's been fun.
Thanks for coming out, y'all.
Yes. I will shut us down now.